What is happening, Internet? Kwing here, and actually, I thought I had the skin for the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn, so I'm gonna need some people's help. I need to be invited into a duos thing. Now, I don't think we're gonna win necessarily, but we just need to come within top 30 or something like that, and I can unlock the skin. So I'm gonna be doing that for some part of the night, and hopefully I can get invited by some really talented people. And I'll do my best with that. And once the skin's unlocked, we'll do some Battle Royale stuff. Apologies for dodging some people or not starting on time. I got kind of like a troubling thing going on with the YouTube channel. We lost like about 400 video views today, or rather this month, that aren't being counted anymore from the year 2018. So it's just, I don't know if they do this to other channels, but our views for those videos, which averaged about probably 25 to 30,000 views each at the end of the month, is now completely gone. It's getting about like 100 views a day, if that. So it's kind of upsetting. I really want to know if we're being targeted or if this is just like it randomly happens to every YouTuber, because this feels deliberate. It really does. So we just lost about 400 video views for older content that was still making revenue, and now it's bumpkiss. So that's gonna hurt. So yeah, we'll be at 500k for the rest of the year probably, and then when they subtract about 10,000 subs, we'll drop down to 490k again, something like that. But yeah, who wants to try to invite me to do this? Can I not do Bear? That's Bear right there. Alright, let's try the duos thing. Let's do this, Bear! What's the worst that can happen? This is gonna be bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance, Bear. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what it is. YouTube just hates me. It sucks. Like, I was in a good mood today, and they were like, I was like, wow, our views are kind of low for today. And then I was like, oh. Drink, no. Woo, I got this. I don't know about that. I don't think so. But Bear and me, we're gonna try. Let's go, Bear. Does it happen to other YouTubers? Does it? Like, have you guys heard of them saying stuff like that? Just having popular videos that people were watching last month just all of a sudden go completely zeroed the next? It's weird. I was just watching your live stream and the thing just ended suddenly. Yeah, it's weird. Oh wait, did we just get clocked out? Come on, Bear, let's do this. Well, I had a fun day today because I was recording more Dragon Ball and Tokyo Mirage with Amber, and we're probably gonna have to start doubling up an episode soon. What's up, Bear? We only have to get top 30, Bear. I think. Wait, what percentage do we need for Harley Quinn? Whoa. Top 10? Really? Oh. I mean, I guess I could try to survive. Are you nearby me, Bear? Because we're gonna try to get a weapon, I guess. That looks too good to be true. Oh, maybe it's early yet. Okay. I mean, this looks like the place would be a trap or something, you know? Nothing there. Shut the door! Alright, I'm right behind you, Bear. I don't know how good it's gonna go, but I got you. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, if you guys want to try duos tonight, feel free to invite me and I'll jump. Oh no. Oh, there we go. We got a kill. What? Are you? Oh, okay, you got health. Okay, I thought I saw somebody running around. Hey. Should we just wait for people to come to us, or should we keep moving? I guess a handgun's better than nothing. What? Bear, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? I got a bad feeling about this. Wait, the storm is coming? Oh, that's not good. So what have you guys been up to today? I didn't ask you, Shadow! Robo-bear. Robo-bear. Wait, aren't we going toward the storm? This feels like a bad idea. Yep, bad idea. I'm out. Save some guns, yo. I'm kind of out of stuff. Oh, that's fancy. We're still alive. That's good. Right? Right. Okay. You got this? No. No, I don't. What? Wait, where'd you go? Bear! Oh. Found you. What? Well, you lead the way. I don't know where I'm going. Ooh, fancy. What? Survivor, what place? 50 players remaining? That's not good. So do you get any points for surviving? Like, toward the Harley Quinn skin or what? bad feeling about this. Robo-Bear's just kind of jumping around. I don't know if that was... have the high ground? I have the high ground. We sort of do. And this is kind of nerve-wracking. Just want the skin, man. Just want the skin. Is that too much? Is that too much to ask? Maybe it is. Pop shotgun. I'm just waiting on you, Bear. What are you doing, man? Oh, Bear, get to the circle! "25 players remaining! Just have to hold out a little bit more." You got this! Let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. How many times do I have to do duos to unlock Quinn, anyway? I didn't ask you, Shadow. Three times? I have to do duo 3 times? Wow. I know, right, Shadow? Uh-oh. Bear! What's wrong? Oh, that's not good. That's bad. Ow. Yeah, I know. I took some fall damage because you were glitching. Bear, what are you doing now? Oh! Good idea. Shadow is the ultimate life form? She might be. What is this? Oh, that's a grenade. Nah, guess I need the grenade slide. Well, that's great, but how many people are left now? Oh! Behind us! Not now, Shadow! Ooh! My gosh, you make things so tense. Stop! My gosh! What in the world? I don't think there's anybody else behind us. Let's move forward. Yeah, I'm playing as Harley. Channel hype. Amber's Day was good. Is there a reason why you're destroying all the cover? Man, we're kind of sitting ducks up here on the mountain. What exactly you doing, dude? And I guess the goal is just survival, or... Somebody's coming. What's your plan now? Shadow's trying to remind us that we needed drinks.
Oh, she just fell. Shadow, we got your medicine today. People were wondering how I was. Oops, sorry. I don't have videos on this.
It's nice to know you like watching this stuff, honey.
Hey guys. Thanks for asking how my day was. Hope you guys are having a great day. I had a much better day at school, so thank you guys very much. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Shadow hype and everything. Thanks again to our members in the chat and all of you guys' support on everywhere. I appreciate you guys a lot. I also appreciate you. I do not.
That was a sniper rifle.
I don't appreciate you, Shadow, for meowing in my face 24/7. I want to know that I was getting old cat. You were quiet and sweet when you bought me.
What? What? What?
We didn't buy Shadow. She was free on.
Hey!
She was free. Shadow is the great example of you get what you pay for.
Whoa!
When you go to a potluck and there's like and it's free and there's like mystery food there, and you're like, what kind of weird potato salad is this? It has like onions and grapes in it, and you're just like, ugh. Like that's what you get what you pay for. So Shadow is free. We got her from the shelter. And she's just broken. She's completely broken, but she's very sweet. Hi. She heard what I said about her.
Hey, Vic.
Great to see everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'm probably gonna go, I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed or bake some stuff. She's not a... Cheryl says, no, Shadow is precious. She is not a weird potato salad. That's true. She is precious. You're right, Cheryl.
We have the skin? Yeah!
Charles says the win was easy. They made the win easy. Yeah.
Thanks so much, RoboBear.
Thank you for Dan's W97 says, I have faith in you, Amber. Thank you. John Doe says, victory! Oh, thanks so much. Dragon255 says, keep up the good work. I've been watching since Arkham Asylum. Thanks, Dragon2555. Red Lightning Strike says, congrats. Emerald is in the chat, 567. And a bunch of people here. Vic is here. Hey, Vic. And everybody's here in the chat. Great to see you guys. And Simons is here, and Ruka. And,
holy cow.
Troy, JR Zoo, and everybody. So thank you guys so much for watching. Cassie and Matthew Gumball, Joshua, and everybody. So thank you guys so much for watching, and everybody I missed. Hopefully you guys are having a great night, and yeah, I mean, you know, I had a nice day today. I had a really nice day at school today. I mean, I don't know, you know, it doesn't really, I'm not gonna go, I don't know. Oh, I was saying not to go into stuff, but I had a really good day at school. You know, a lot of teachers and people in my class were really nice to me, and, you know, I had a much better day, and,
yeah, we can probably do a Smash stream on the weekend.
So thanks, yeah. I feel much better, and you know, I'm really thankful for you guys being, you know, your thoughts and prayers, because it's really helped a lot, and yeah, thank you guys very much.
Hello Kitty Cafe. I don't know what any of that means. Oh wow, that's a cool looking skin. Somebody's like a girl robot.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, don't.
Okay,
Don't
I'll
be
probably
messing
go
with
up
that.
to my bed or whatever. But yeah, I mean it was nice today. I actually had some teachers talk to me and talk things out with me, and you know they were really kind to me, and like
Fortnite needs a Bane skin. I agree.
It was nice, and I also had the girl in my class that has like I think she has a speech impediment and maybe some other disabilities. She, I mean, I don't know what they're. I have a rough week ahead of me with, you know, some mean people in my class, but like she talked to me after class today, and she was like, she just came up to me and gave me a hug. I was like, oh, that was sweet. So I mean, at least me trying to do the right thing, like, at least it mattered to her. So, if nothing else. But it was, you know, anyway, I really appreciate you guys, like, rooting for me and everything, and you know, praying for me and everything. It really helped me a lot. Yeah. I kind of became I feel like I'm kind of I had a person in my school, like a chef that doesn't even really know me, come up to me and, like, talk to me about stuff, like telling me, like, how, like, nobody should be treated the way I was, like, last week and stuff. He didn't even know me, so I feel like I don't know. I don't really know what happened, but I feel like people are, like, at this point, like, being too nice to me at my school now, but, I mean, whatever. But you know, my chef just basically told me, like, you know, the young ladies in my class that are like 19 or whatever, they're probably never gonna stop being mean to everybody else. So I just told her that I'm gonna just do my best to go as fast as I can, and that's all I can do. And I actually was done before, like, everybody else today in my class, because I was like, well, people are gonna start yelling at each other to clean up at 11:30, so I'm gonna be there first to the broom at 11:15. And my chef was so proud of me. She's like, because we made chocolate candies today in class, and it's actually really hard to make because you have to temper the chocolate, which means basically you have to melt the chocolate on the stove very cautiously without getting lumps in it. So you have to melt it over a water bath, and you have to keep stirring it a lot, and, like, if you get it wrong, then you have to, like, re-melt it again, and then you have to add more, like, chocolate chips to it. And, like, it's really difficult, like, to keep doing over and over again. And, like, a lot of people were struggling with it, but I was just telling myself, like, I'm gonna be done at 11:15, like, because, you know, like, I just found out that a lot of the people in my class apparently have already been to a school before this of, like, 2 years of baking that I haven't even been to. So, anyway. So I was done before anyone in my class today. I was so proud of myself, and my chef was proud of me, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And then
Good job.
How was your day, dude?
Don't want to talk about it. It was fine till we came home.
What happened? Because of me?
Nope. Not because of you. The thing where, like, our older videos are no longer counted as views anymore from 2018.
Oh, this is the new skin for Harley?
Yeah, this is the Birds of Prey skin. So this was the one that was more difficult to unlock.
But they keep doing stuff like that to the channel.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of YouTube friends that have as many videos as we do, so I can't really ask them for comparison. Hey, are your videos from 2018 still making income? Because mine just got shut off. Like, it's just annoying.
It's very difficult to even find people that could compare. I think that's why, like, talking with, like, some people, like, I wish that we were, like, more friends with more variety channels, such as, like...
Doll's kind of variety.
Yeah, he is. Like, I was gonna say, if we were more...
I'll ask him.
I mean, we are really good friends with Pack Attack.
Pack Attack is offline,
but
sort of. he only...
But yeah, I mean, we do know Abdallah, but like, as in Blitzwinger and Zach Scott games, we don't really know them.
No, we don't know them.
Or like, who's that guy? Ninja something or other.
Ninja's a Fortnite player. He's not a random YouTuber.
I didn't mean
Tetra Ninja?
I meant, yeah, that guy or something.
Hey, John Wick!
No, I was thinking Ghost Robo. Well, we did know 8-Bit Heater. He was a variety channel, but I don't know what he's doing. Especially because he had his kids on his videos.
Oh, that's not good.
You know 8-Bit Heater. Danny and Evelyn friends
yeah,
with them.
No, I know them.
Yeah. I don't know Skylanders and stuff.
Yep.
I really don't know what... I mean, I'm guessing Skylander Boy and Girl. It's over. I mean,
You're breathtaking. Yeah.
Aww. I mean, I'm just saying it's over for them because of the whole Younglings thing.
Yeah, the Younglings.
It's just like a death sentence for your channel if you ever had a Youngling on your channel. Even if, say, we had brought a cousin or a younger niece or nephew and had them on a video, that would have been, you know, or a neighbor kid or something. Like you never know. You never know. I mean, some people would just have random, you know.
Yes, because people stalk younglings.
Thank
and put
goodness
them in
fur
videos.
babies are okay to have on the channel.
They're called cats, honey.
Oh, right. I think of them as pets, not children. Well, actually...
Well, this just got awkward.
So, I should probably go upstairs and... So... Yeah, but how was everybody else's day? I hope you guys are having a good day, and, Hey, one thing that's really cool is I'm learning to make chocolates. Like, I'm talking about, like, I can buy, like, actual, like, you know, those special chocolate pieces that you can get from, like, a factory, and then melt them down and add, like, cream and all kinds of stuff and make, like, chocolates, like the kind of chocolates that you would bite into and it'd be creamy in the inside. That's what I'm learning to make at school now, and I was thinking, whoa, what should I do with this? We should like sell like chocolates that have like KwingsLetsPlays wrappers on them. Be cute.
Austin doesn't have as many videos as we do. Also, I haven't talked to him since he got married. He's got my number. I haven't changed it in 10 years.
He hasn't wanted to talk to us, to be honest.
But I mean, you have to remember there's a couple channels that have just as many videos as we do, maybe a little bit more, but a lot of those variety channels that just post reviews, they don't have thousands of videos. They've got like maybe 1,000 videos.
Nobody. We were talking about Austin from Maker Studios.
Former Maker, yeah.
Yeah, nobody from Maker Studios.
But I'm saying even with his Let's Play channel, he doesn't have as many videos as we do.
Nobody talks to us from Maker Studios, and they didn't really talk to us when we were there, to be honest.
I can think of like probably off the top of my head, there's probably 100 channels that I know of that have about 7,000, 6,000 videos.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Luke and Austin used to actually be friends, but then people influenced Austin not to talk to Luke anymore, so...
But we're not going to get into it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's not Luke didn't do anything, he likes Austin.
No, he's got my number.
Yep.
I haven't changed my number, it's still my Boston phone number, so...
Yeah, Austin has his number, so...
Yep.
We're waiting for the call, yo.
Alright, whoa! Is that from behind us, or what? So how are we doing? We're about... Oh, this is pretty close. 8 and 9. So, you gonna go to sleep, or you gonna watch some stuff? What are you gonna do? What are you guys doing? I don't even see where the war is right now. Oh, wait. Is that a
The other channel I thought about was asking about, but he's not really around, is Kobe, of course.
Kobe had a lot of
mainly
videos.
Sonic, yeah. But he's not even around to look at his channel.
I mean, I heard that, you know, sometimes YouTube stops counting videos after, like, 4 years, but videos from 2018, that's still within the margin. It's well within the margin. So now they're going to cut it off every 2 years? That doesn't make sense. Or 3. 2018 is 3 years ago? So where is... Ah, I fell. I'm doomed. So did they actually make a glider for Quinn at all, or no? It's just whatever gliders you have. Because you guys really wanted to see the back glider with her last time. Ah, that's a bummer. It would be fun to have, like, what about actual parachutes? Is there, like a paratrooper like a parachute? Or does it just have, those weird, like, little... Either that or balloons? Balloons would work for Harley.
Okay, fine.
I'm just gonna follow this cool robot thing.
I mean, you could probably name hundreds of variety channels, but, I mean, just ones that, you know, we always play the same games.
No. I'm looking for channels that play around the same type of content, and they upload about as many videos as we do a month.
I mean, there's probably millions of variety channels. Like, we could sit here and name hundreds of them. Like, I mean, there's no way that we're gonna know every person on every planet of the Earth.
I'll text Abdallah later, because I'm just curious.
Variety channel.
He should be done with work soon, unless he's streaming tonight. I'll catch him when he and Jess are watching TV or something.
Well, I mean, like, you and Abdallah are, like, actually around the same age, and both married, so it's, like, completely... Like, most of the variety channel people that we know...
Oh, there we go.
...are, like, so much younger than us and not married.
Yeah,
so
there's...
It's completely different dynamic.
There's the age gap. I'm older than most of the people I know. I just got shot. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, never mind. Sniper!
Well, I'll just let you do your thing. I was just gonna let people know I had a nice day today.
I'm glad.
And Luke did not have a nice day today because of YouTube stuff, though.
I had a good day. I had a lot of fun out with Amber, and then...
Nice time. We went out and
then I got a lot of notifications from things.
We got Shadow her medicine.
Yep, so Shadow's gonna start her medicine tomorrow. Oh gosh.
And we went and we got some stuff that we needed, like some cat food. Basically, and then we got Luke. Okay, I can say this because nobody. Okay, so basically, the cake that I'm making tomorrow for my class, I forgot to add either
I was out of ammo.
all the sugar in it or most of it when I was baking it. So the cake that I'm gonna be bringing Luke a cake home tomorrow.
But it's not real cake.
No, it is real cake. It's cake without sugar.
It's not an edible cake.
Well, you can eat it, but it will not taste good.
I don't want to eat it.
No, it will not taste good because it has no sugar in it.
You can take a picture of it and you put it somewhere and then get rid of it.
That just gives you an idea. Like, I am trying to learn to bake, but at this point, sometimes I forget stuff. And because, yeah. So I literally forgot to add the sugar to the cake that I baked last week that I have to decorate tomorrow. So I'm going to be decorating a cake for Luke's birthday tomorrow, but I just realized it has no sugar in it. It's
not. I got an ice cream cake for my birthday, so I'm good.
We went and we got Luke an ice cream cake today because I'm incompetent as a baker.
Maybe.
I really don't want to put this on my resume when I'm looking for jobs in a bakery. Like, oh, well, what can you tell us about your baking skills? What kind of, cakes would you make for clients that, are needing a bake for their birthday or something? I'd be like, well, hopefully I don't forget to put the sugar in them. Like,
whoops.
I don't always do that, okay? My class is really stressing me out.
See, this is what I like. I like when it's closer like this. This is closer. It's not an outright slaughter. It's doable. Like, anybody could still win.
See, but this is where my personality is actually coming out, because you were right. See, people say that you were being mean to me, saying that I wasn't very good at cooking, but in reality, you weren't being mean. You were just being honest.
Well, I mean, you did almost,
I did not almost kill you with my cooking. When? Why is this story always happening? What story are you talking about? I'm pretty sure that was the school food when we were going to college together. That was the Crisco they used at the school.
You're pretty sure, but you're not 100% sure.
How could I have killed you with my cooking? What could I possibly put in it?
I didn't say killed. I mean, I got the ulcer. I got sick.
I did not give you an ulcer with my cooking.
That's right, Amber.
I feel like you have so many high expectations for me. You're gonna push me so far, like, I'm gonna end up being on
Whoa!
You're gonna have me go on, like, Chop.
Oh!
Or, like, I'm gonna end up bursting Bobby Flay or something, and I'm gonna win. And then I'm gonna come home, and you're gonna be like, you're still not good enough. You're still not good enough for me.
Hey, Bobby, you can eat her cooking? You have a strong stomach, no.
Oh, no, he doesn't have to eat my cooking. We just verse each other in, like, cooking it. The judges eat it.
Oh, dang it. No, I'm gonna be the last one to die for my team. Oh, this was so close. This was so close. Come on, guys, stick it out.
Oh my god.
Ah.
The chefs that teach cooking at my school, oh my gosh, they always talk bad about Food Network cooks all the time. They're just like, you know, those Food Network cooks, they're like, they have a team of like 50 people behind them making recipes and making the food, and then they bring it out and they pretend that they made it. Now, I don't think the shows where you actually see them make it in front of you, like Iron Chef, that's the case.
Amber's not sticking around. You're probably not going to get a full conversation with her, but it's good to have dreams.
Aw, people actually like it when I stick around sometimes.
Sometimes.
It depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
It's really hot in here. Oh.
Kwing lol.
Yeah, so that's the story. Luke says that I gave him an ulcer from my cooking, which I do not think that is the case at all. I deny this.
I just happened to get the ulcer the day after your... No, what? It's not poison cake. It's
No, it's not poison cake.
It's
cake that
without
has
sugar.
no sugar in it.
So it'd be like eating a brick that you could eat.
It tastes like... Okay, I had some cake scraps and I was eating them. Like, I had to... When you make the cake, you have to, like, trim the edges around. So I trimmed the edges and I had the scraps in a little box and I brought it home and I was, like, nibbling on it. I was like, oh, this is going to be so good. I'm going to be eating little pieces of cake all day. So I started nibbling on it and I was like, oh my gosh. It tasted like...
Like a pillow? No?
No, it tasted like my cake is a chocolate cake. So it tasted like...
I'm confused now. What would it taste like?
It just tasted like it just tasted like it just tasted like a cracker kind of.
Oh, cracker with frosting? Ooh.
No, yeah, a cracker with frosting.
No.
It's like a giant cracker, but like dry, like basically bread. Like imagine like bread that you bake, but the bread has no taste. Like, oh yeah, that's what it tasted like. The cake tasted like stale bread.
Oh no! Why would anybody?
That's what it tasted like, but it looks like a chocolate cake. It's gonna look so good, and I'm gonna put frosting on it. I'm gonna decorate it.
Cake.
So it tastes like, but when you bite into it,
gosh.
you're gonna be tasting the frosting. But then when you bite down further, it's gonna be stale bread. Yeah.
Oh, are there cool ninjas?
Not delicious bread. I'm talking stale
bread. Yeah.
Like, not even. There's no buttery taste to it or anything.
Looks like somebody from Counter-Strike or something like that. Oh wait, there's more than one thing.
I mean, and I've said this all year. I don't know how I'm still at this school because at this point, if I was a chef and somebody turned in a cake with no sugar into me, I would fail them.
Stale chocolate.
I don't know why I'm still there. But they said I'm just supposed to keep trying my best, and as long as I keep learning and like, you know, I mean, you don't have to get 100% to pass a course.
At least it wasn't.
I mean, if you...
After hearing about this recipe, Amber, I believe that you gave Luke an ulcer.
No! I don't believe it!
No.
I just forgot to add the sugar. I forgot to add the sugar before baking. There's a lot of things to add. It's just stressing me out.
No, guys, she didn't... It wasn't cake she made. She made, like... It was supposed to be chicken parmesan,
oh
but
my gosh, this again.
It didn't come out as chicken parmesan.
Pizza sauce would work just the same.
No, it obviously didn't.
It's not like it would hurt you.
And hence we went to the ER, so... I'm just saying, the same day that I had the cafeteria... No, it was a day after I had the cafeteria cooking, and your cooking was the last thing I had before the day of the ulcer.
You know, it just wasn't stress.
I was actually enjoying my time in college with you. I wasn't stressed.
You told me it was the Crisco at the school that they used.
I think I was just trying to be a good husband. The doctors didn't tell me. They said, do you want to know what made you sick? I said, I prefer to stay married.
You did not say that. They did not say that. You're just making that up. What?
You weren't in the OR.
Tell me the truth. Do I have to get a lie detector test for these streams?
We should do a lie detector thing. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd probably be beeping.
Nope.
Because I think that you're not telling the truth right now.
The secret to lie detectors is you have to stay calm.
You are gonna pass a lie detector test?
I've passed the lie detector test before.
Oh my gosh.
What?
About what?
A police officer came to our school. When I was, like...
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought when you were like 18 or something.
No, I haven't committed any crimes that I'm aware of.
Oh. I'm putting you to a lie detector test for that. Hey, being a vigilante and working as Batman at night until 6 a.m. when you're, quote, editing videos is a crime.
I'm always
That's why
videos.
Batman has to run for the law, because technically punching people in the face with a Batman suit and running away is a crime. It's called assault.
It's only assault if you get caught.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. K-Wing, do an Injustice Versus again. Maybe for my birthday. Yeah, I passed the lie detector test. And I was lying.
I cannot believe, but I haven't told anyone in my class that I forgot the sugar. Because my class already thinks that I'm like, I don't know, like...
Amber, how are you feeling about the bully in school now? She's feeling better.
I explained it. I feel a lot better. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
How many rounds till you change the squad? I can change the squad right now because I'm not connecting anymore. So, I'll just do this. Like, we had an error message anyway.
Okay, this is why it's so difficult for me. Like, Luke was explaining this to me. When I was in school, bullies didn't really bother me because... Well, they did, but I just wouldn't care because it wouldn't really affect me. Like, I would just walk away. Like, I didn't have to interact with them. So I'd just, like, sit in the back or I'd just go somewhere else.
I have a cat on me again.
Well, I did have a bully on the playground when I was younger, but, like, this class is so difficult because I have to interact with people.
Not people.
For my grade.
Oh, no.
Where I'm used to doing things like being a nerd, having thick glasses, and doing calculus, and doing science things. I always was a math and science person. And, like, you don't really have a lot of nerdy
What
bullies.
is your ethnicity? Whose? Mine or Amber's?
Whose?
Amber's.
Both of our, we're two different ethnicities.
Yeah, Amber's.
Well, I mean, we're both Celtic, basically.
I'm not.
But Luke has other things in him.
I'm a hybrid of Portuguese and Irish.
He has Portuguese and Irish.
I'm split, like, right down the middle. So I'm a hybrid. Kaylin, can I be in your squad? I don't know how that works. I just pick squads randomly. Amber is Swedish and... what's...
I'm basically all the different Celtics.
Yeah,
and Scandinavian. I'm alright.
Me no math good.
I'm Swedish, Scottish, Welsh.
I have
possibly a tiny bit of German.
The other half of my family doesn't speak English.
I'm Norwegian and Scottish,
like,
and
most of my
I'm a tiny bit Irish. I'm basically all different Celtic. What are you saying?
And I can't really say the things in Portuguese I know because I found out that they are bad words.
Lucas,
my grandma,
Portuguese.
My grandma was always speaking Portuguese in the kitchen when I was growing up. I just didn't realize the things she was saying wasn't things that I needed to learn to speak.
So Luke is Portuguese and...
Oops.
So...
that's funny. Alright, I reset the squad if you guys want to try.
Luke is basically Mediterranean. He's a Mediterranean... I mean, Portugal is right next to Spain.
She's the Swedish chef, yeah.
I am the Swedish chef. I like the Swedish chef.
Oh my gosh. I will tell you guys that, like, parties at relatives' houses was always difficult for me, like on my mom's side, because I didn't understand anything they said and they didn't speak English. Like the teenagers spoke English, but the older people, like people who were in their probably late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, they all spoke Portuguese.
If you really think about it, though, you and I actually do have a similarity that both of our families are actually immigrants, because my grandfather was an immigrant from Norway, and my grandmother and grandfather were immigrants from Scotland. So, like, well, you've had some relatives here longer, but my relatives haven't even been here very long. They're all immigrants.
Well, I
You're
mean,
immigrants from Portugal, but
yeah.
like, I'm just.
Well, my dad's side of the family, they were Irish that came during the Revolutionary War, so they enlisted, and so I'm a son of the American Revolution. And then my mom's side, they came during the Depression from Portugal, and my great uncle, he was one of the people that built a lot of the highways in New York City and Jersey. Like, he was a highwayman, is what I believe is what the term was.
I don't think that any of my relatives have been here more than 3 generations, really.
So I have relatives that fought in the American Revolution and the Civil War, and then I have, like, the Portuguese side of the family that were, you know, because, I mean, my dad is Irish, and then my grandfather and my grandmother, like, she was from Portugal, and he was an immigrant from Ireland. So I have more Irish in me than I do Portuguese, probably. But
like, a lot of Luke's relatives from Portugal, they look very like
dark.
You know, they're very tan, very well, like very tan, like they look Hispanic because Spain is right next to Portugal.
Portugal is basically Brazilian, though, kind of. I always thought it was Spaniards too, because I was like, oh, I got Spaniard in my blood. It's like, no, I'm Brazilian.
Kind of. I mean, you share a lot of the same.
I still want to think I'm part Spaniard, because that would be awesome.
I mean, it's basically the same. It's right next to each other.
Except
Spain and Portugal, they're like right
Portuguese
next to each other.
and Spanish are completely different languages, though.
Yeah, I mean, how does that work?
I don't know. It sounds the same, but they're different.
Yeah, those are... And our cats are from Russia. They really are. They're Russian blues. So they're from Russia. They're a breed from Russia. Except for one of them is part Siamese.
Wait, did we disconnect again? No, we're just waiting for a match to connect. Sometimes it... Oh, no! Yeah, I knew it was having issues. Alright, we're gonna try again. Oh, it's that time of night where it's hard to connect to matches. Russian space cat? That's pretty cool, Ruga.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, the hot topic woman. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Servers. What is your favorite subject in school? The question is for both of you guys. I haven't been in school since 2003. Amber goes back to school every 5 years.
Yeah, I do. Because I never feel good enough, and also I like school.
You love learning.
I like learning. I don't know. What do I like to study in school? Well, when I was in high school, my favorite class that I ever took in all my high school classes...
Wait, Rugen, I thought you were... Really? Oh, yeah, no. I knew Asian, but half Mexican, half Asian. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he just said he was a Russian cat a second ago, so...
So he's a Russian cat, but he's also Mexican and
How
Asian.
can you tell the difference between Portuguese and Spanish? Like, for someone who doesn't speak...
Well, for the language,
for someone who speaks, like, I've heard Portuguese, and I know things, but I don't know what would happen if I would say the Portuguese I know, which is not good. I wonder if we'd be demonetized. I think we would get demonetized, probably. You're Russian now? You're a Russian cat? That's news to me.
So, yeah, what was my favorite... Luke's favorite subject in school, I'm gonna guess, was... playing the drums. No, he hated... Okay, Luke's favorite subject in school was history.
Yep.
wow, what is going on with the stream quality?
Stream quality's going down right now. It'll go back up.
My favorite subject in school, I liked all of them.
Portuguese and Irish.
But my favorite class that I took in school was astronomy. That was my favorite class. We actually had to calculate how many light years different galaxies were away from Earth. And I was having so much fun. And I thought I was going to be like I thought I was going to end up being like I don't know. I always wanted to go into space. But it didn't work out.
You space out so much, I'm surprised you haven't gone into orbit.
That's why I always learned to check things 3 times. Because I learned in my math class, they're like, you need to check things 3 times. Once you have the right answer, you have to check it twice after that. That's where I learned to have OCD from math. And then my teacher said, like, they're like, if you worked on a spaceship crew, you'd have to make sure to check everything 3 times. Because if you forgot to check the oxygen levels and you thought they were right, but they weren't, then your whole crew would be in trouble. And then I was like, awesome! I was like, I'm going to check everything and be really good at checking things so someday I can be an astronaut.
Amber's very smart. Well, my grandfather told me to marry a smart woman and someone who I could outrun. That way I get in trouble, she can never catch me. But Amber is very intelligent.
I appear smart, but most people think I'm not. Like, people in my baking class don't think I am smart.
Blondes can be smart.
I really am, but I'm not. Like, I mean, I am, but I sometimes forget things. But I just really like learning. I like learning so much, but then
there was a geometry problem that was thrown into Tokyo Mirage Sessions and one of the things we were doing, and I couldn't figure it out. I was getting frustrated and silent, and Amber had to do the puzzle because I didn't even know it was a geometry puzzle. I was just like, what is this? This is lame. So yeah.
I like math and science a lot. I
I'm getting a repeat question, so I just want to take care of this. How many languages do you speak? Not that many. I used to know how to speak Portuguese, but I got hit in the head during my car accident, so I only speak English.
Luke can speak a tiny bit of Luke and I can both speak.
I can speak a little Korean.
My dad's first language was Spanish, so I used to speak that a tiny
bit. I
really don't speak that anymore.
I can hold like a simple discussion in Japanese, like asking people where to find food, a hotel.
And I know a few words in Chinese, and I can count to like 27 in German, and that's pretty much it. I don't know.
How long has this channel been around? Since 2012. I only know the basics. What is your favorite DC superhero? Nightwing.
If people behind me are having a conversation in Spanish behind me, I can pretty much understand what they're talking about, but I can't really answer them because, like, okay, I took 2 years of Spanish in school, but I kind of forgot it.
Well, if you don't practice it every day, you're not gonna remember it. Well, I mean, not every day, but if you don't surround yourself with it a lot.
I know the keys are llaves, and I know, I like que hora es, like what time is it? I mean, when people start speaking it to me, it's like, oh yeah, I know this, but it's like I just forget it. I forget it if I'm not using it. Exactly. I'm guessing that at this point you probably know more Japanese from watching anime than I remember from Spanish class.
I also was one of those people, like, when they had a bunch of things that you could get. I got a lot of those learning programs because they said it was so easy to learn different languages. So I have like a Russian program. I've got Japanese and Korean.
Well, you got me the Korean program because we were gonna move to Korea.
We were gonna move to Korea. Yeah.
We might still, but I don't know.
Not until we're in our 50s, probably.
Oh my gosh! You keep throwing this further and further.
Well, I'm kind of a. Actually, no, I can't say that word.
Being in my 50s.
If I use that.
Pessimist.
No, not pessimist. I was gonna say flight risk. I can't.
Well, it's really not our fault. We don't really owe that money.
Yeah, I know. New topic, quick.
Shadow's like Shadow is secretly like, I'm watching you.
Oh my gosh, what is this? I mean, I guess I can hang out up here. Hey guys, Where do you guys get the John Wick skin? It's so cool. I don't have it. I know one Japanese word, it's nani. You know enough. Please don't believe me when I say, I speak English, Spanish, and I'm working on Japanese. Nice, Jay.
That's awesome.
Learning languages
Jay.
is fun. Are we having a dance party?
I'm learning we're learning the language of dance right now. It's a universal language. I do speak another language, music. That's a universal language. And gaming. There's another universal language.
Harley's bored. Everybody's just hanging out. Oh my gosh.
I've always wanted to learn more languages. I have an aunt that knows 7 languages.
I'm trying to learn 7 languages at 13. Wow, that's impressive.
That's impressive.
K-Wing, would you want a Sonic skin in Fortnite? I'm not comfortable with the idea of Sonic the Hedgehog running around with a firearm. That would give me nightmares. Who have no idea. Be like, nope, let's not do that. Let's not make that a thing, please. That'd be horrible. What do we do? We just wait for people to come to us, or do we go to them? Oh, somebody's coming to us. Where's the storm gonna be, anyway?
I don't know.
I'm trying to look and see where the storm is. That's a nice view.
So, what was I was supposed to go after... I was supposed to go out now and get the...
No, on the way
key
home.
and stuff?
On the way home. Tomorrow, because gotta check the mail tomorrow, too, because I need that, thing.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that, like... Never mind.
I can actually see a lighthouse from way over here.
It's really nice, like... I don't know, forget it. I mean, I
So, are you safe if you're on top of a on top of the mountain? Are you safe from the storm stuff, or I guess we're gonna find out, guys.
So, Luke, do you want to talk about
the storm is coming?
Do you want to talk about the story of which we were going on that one? We were trying to go out on that one date like 3 weeks ago.
What date?
And you
my gosh!
And you saw that car that was roaming around.
Oh yeah, I can.
You said
I
you
can
were
talk
gonna use
about
it for
that.
a story at one point, but you could always use it another time.
I was gonna use it for like a Sunday drive thing.
Okay,
so
fine. Use it as a Sunday drive. Then never mind.
No,
there was no story.
I think it's a fun story, but I don't remember exactly. Okay, there was a suspicious driver, and we were trying to go out. We were going on a date, because it happens sometimes with married couples when the guy stops being lazy. I was taking my wife out to Mod Pizza, and I noticed there was this car that almost got in a car accident. It was driving really, really slow. Almost like it was scoping out the area, like it was gonna rob it or do some.
Yeah, it like tried to do a U-turn in the middle of like.
Right. So
I don't know, it was weird.
The person came out of Mod Pizza, did a U-turn. Illegal U-turn in the intersection, went back into the parking lot of Mod Pizza,
and then started roaming around like really slowly.
It started like creeping through the parking lot, and the driver was looking around and looking at the different exits of the Mod Pizza, and then he parked his car, and he started to do it again, where he was just scoping things out. So then I just had this idea. I took his license plate. I had Amber snap a picture of it.
We followed him because
I was going to continue.
But he got scared. We actually followed him into another parking lot.
Yeah, I followed him around.
Yeah, we followed him. Like, there was a whole complex of different parking lots, and we were following him because we were going to go there, and then we thought, oh my gosh, this guy's going to rob the place.
Going to rob the place or do something bad.
Then we were like, this is really freaky, and then... So instead, we just followed him at a distance.
We followed at a safe distance. We took a picture. I still have the person's license plate and thing like that. I was, it's good enough that the police actually have technology that they can blow up the blurry license plate. So
yeah, you had me take the picture. Sorry, you can tell the story.
I followed the guy because his driving was erratic. He was scoping out a place. I had jobs as a security guard and loss prevention. So I'm good at reading people that are going to commit crimes. So I just kind of was like, I don't know. I wasn't in a bad mood or anything, but I didn't think it would be safe for us to go to Mod Pizza that day.
Well, we almost didn't go at all.
No, we almost didn't go. But I did. I followed him. Eventually, I spooked him enough that he drove away. But I have a speed dial for 911 in my car, so if I thought things were gonna get crazy, I'd just like say dial 911, and my Jeep would dial 911.
But then when we got into Mod Pizza, these two guys that were wearing like really dark clothing came in like in another door, and like they came through, and I was thinking like after they came by us, like
it wasn't the same guy.
I know, but I like after they came by us and they ordered and then they sat down and ate pizza like really close to us, I was like after they left, like I mean we were there for a while, so they left. And then, like, after they left, I was like, no, wait, they were still there. I whispered to you. I was like, I thought they were gonna...
Well, the best thing that you can do in that situation is if you take the person's license plate.
But we spooked them and they actually left.
They peeled out.
Because they roamed around several parking lots.
Yeah.
And then when we saw them, like, we actually followed them. And then when we snapped the license plate, like, with our phone, like... They left.
They peeled, yep.
So I was like, yeah. Because I thought they were going to, like, oh my gosh. I thought they were going to, like, get out of their car and come at me or something like that.
I come from a family of law enforcement, so I do crazy stuff sometimes.
Well,
but not normally when Amber's in the car.
I didn't want to go to Mob Pizza if I was going to get, like, robbed or something.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't want to have that experience. I was just trying to go out for a nice day.
Ow.
I think it would have been more interesting if we told it when it actually happened, but we had so much going on that day that we didn't. But you guys can tell what day that happened because it was...
No, we don't have a creator code.
It was on our Twitter, so...
I'm just saying, when somebody's driving erratic and they're scoping out a place, to me, that's like...
It was really erratic. Like,
yeah.
Like, they literally...
It didn't look like an old lady driving. It was a...
Like, they...
Like, a dude who was probably my age, late 30s. You know how
there's, like, a parking lot, and then, like, there's, like, a... like a drive up to the parking lot? Well, they were coming down the drive, and then there were a bunch of cars waiting for them to come out of the drive, and then instead of them going, they just did, like, a U-turn going back into the parking lot. Like, you'd think, like, why would you do that? You just wait your turn, and then, turn, and then, I don't know, it's just weird. And then you'd think like, wow, they must have forgotten something.
That's when you scream stranger danger.
They went back to the parking lot like, wow, they must have forgotten something.
No.
So then like when they went back to the parking lot, they didn't forget anything. They were just sitting there, and then they never went in, and then they were roaming again. And then instead of like going into the store, they just kept roaming, and then they kind of drove into the next parking lot and were roaming that store.
It looked very suspicious.
But the thing was, they were driving so slow and just going around every store. Roaming
honestly,
around
if I was an officer like that,
you would have stopped them.
I would have stopped him after the almost like accident in the.
Yeah, they almost got into an accident with people like
a
couple
the
times.
U-turn like right by the highway. Yep.
And then I was thinking, what? Why are these people doing a U-turn right here, like right out of a parking lot? It's so weird.
I can understand if it was a grandma driver, but it was a young guy, so yeah, I would have.
No way.
I would probably make a pretty decent cop, but I failed the test, so I can't do it.
Why did you fail the test?
I just failed it.
Eyesight?
Eyesight was part of it, and also like the person that I was taking the test in high school, they said some of the things that you wrote on your test screams vigilante and not officer.
No way. He really said that?
Yep. Yep, the lieutenant said that when I took my test. He was like, we wouldn't handle a situation quite like that. I was like, really? Well, it'd be doable. And they were like, no.
What kind of ways did you say you would handle the situation?
When it came to disarming a assailant.
Oh my gosh, Luke.
I can talk about it now.
Oh my gosh.
They said that you are in an alleyway. And you are confronting an armed assailant. What do? I said, I wrote down in detail, I said, I'd grab the brick, I'd chuck it at the guy's kneecap.
Oh my gosh!
Rush over to him, pin him to the ground, use my nightstick.
Jackie Chan movies.
Use my nightstick, call for backup, and survey the area.
RoboCop.
Because I told him, I said, I wouldn't want to draw my firearm because then I'd have to write a report that I took the gun out.
Oh my gosh, so you just use a brick? Do you have to write a report if you throw a brick at somebody?
If you draw your weapon back then, you had to write a report.
Oh my gosh, Luke!
I told my grandpa about it. He's like, so how'd the thing go? I said, I didn't get it. He says they said they wouldn't be able to have me go to take the full training or whatever. I didn't pass the test.
They would rather you shoot someone than throw a brick at them?
I think they were more concerned about the brutality of it. I don't know. I mean,
would rather have a brick thrown at my knee than be shot, personally.
I mean, if the dude's committing a crime, I don't see why you have to coddle to them. You know, as long as you're not using lethal force, I don't see why it would be a problem.
That's hilarious. The guy really said you were a vigilante?
Yeah, he said that's not what a cop would do. I was like, really? Because I've kind of seen cops in action in New York City. I mean,
They've really done that to people?
Tackling people. I don't think anyone's... Maybe they thought about using whatever they could.
They have law enforcement people work, like, training at my school. And... like, I'm pretty sure they're, like, beating up a bunch of dummies there, like, every day.
Watch out for your coffee, sweetie.
It's really weird.
So, yeah, that's why... That's one of the... And, you know, the eyesight played a factor, but, you know...
I think that you'd be pretty awesome.
I think I'd be writing a lot of reports.
So, at least you'd be taking down the right people. It kind of scares me.
Well, in my defense, the reason why I'd hit the person with the nightstick after they were down, I mean, when I mean down, I mean they have to be unconscious. Because how do I know the person? My argument to the lieutenant was, okay, if the person, say I've disabled the person a little bit, like, I don't know if I've technically broken their kneecap with the brick, so I go in with the nightstick to make sure they're unconscious, and then I radio for backup if I don't know there are more people. And I thought that was just a logical answer. Like, okay, you know, I'm doing this, I'm gonna... because you have to make sure the assailant is down.
Yeah.
If they're conscious, they could, you know, try to grab your weapon when they're cuffed.
But that's actually more, like, better. Because if you don't have to use your gun, why would you?
Well, I mean, you would have to write a report back then. My grandfather told me every time that he had to draw his firearm, he had to write a report. So he only had to draw his gun 3 times in his entire career. Like, he actually disabled some assailants just with his fists.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome, Luke.
But he didn't get in too many... I mean, it wasn't that dangerous where he was. He had to deal with a drunk once.
Shadow's like, don't look at me.
Yeah, I never got to be a police officer, so... Oh well.
It's okay. Well, now I know. I mean...
If you can't dodge a ball, you can't dodge a brick.
I feel like...
Exactly. A conscious man is a dangerous man. That was my argument.
Yeah, because if you're
also, I don't know if he has backup, so you kind of had to go in, boom, boom, to check the area, and then call for backup. I mean, it was just a super... The lieutenant asked me, he says, what would you do in this situation? And most people said they'd radio for backup. I said the wrong answer. I didn't pass the test. You have to pass a test. You could
just take the test again. No, you know the answers.
No, I probably still would say something stupid because I don't. It's a lot more dangerous to be an officer these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot more rules of things they can and can't do, and like not. I mean, it's good to have rules like that. It's not good for officers to be using brutal force and, you know, being jerks and stuff, and, you know, beating people up or whatever, or being like doing the wrong thing. But at the same time, like, it's not good. Like, some of the new rules that they have for police officers are just ridiculous. Like you know, like did you know that they used to be able to go into a house if there was probable cause that there was someone being, like, hurt?
Whoa! If I was in Canada and I wrote that answer, I would have a badge and be promoted to lead detective.
well, for instance, Luke.
Oh gosh.
Did you know? Like, I've heard that, like.
That's awesome.
A long time ago, like maybe.
Wouldn't I be a Canadian Mountie though?
Like 10 years ago, if you heard, like, yelling from inside of a house and it sounded like someone's getting hurt, you could bust the door down and, like, go in there, and, like, that would be
citizen's arrest.
No, a police officer could, like, go in there and probable cause. Now you have to, like, Now you have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that someone's being hurt. Like, you have to have evidence.
Yeah, they changed so many things.
But, like, how... But if someone is really being hurt, and you think that there's someone being hurt, like, you need to go there now. That's why I don't like how they make all these new rules, because it's like, you have to check it out. But at the same time, like, to be honest, it is good that they have some rules.
If I thought somebody was in danger and I was an officer, I'd check it out anyway.
Regardless, become a vigilante.
I would probably get fired, but I will make sure... an officer's job is to make sure people are safe. That's what my grandpa always told me. So that's why I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to, you know, be what the...
You had to make sure everybody was safe.
Well, I mean, I grew up with... My grandfather was chief of police, you know? I had cousins who were EMTs and officers in New York City and Jersey.
But, I mean, to be honest,
it's what I wanted to do.
I'd really like someone like you being a police officer that cares about people than, like some of the people at my school seem really scary. To be honest, I had a guy that was doing law enforcement in the law enforcement thing in my school, and he literally almost ran me down with road rage. And I was really freaked out because I was thinking, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna be a cop?
I mean, I took the test in Chicago, so I mean, because I was in high school, like right around the time. It was so I could be an auxiliary police officer first, and then if you pass auxiliary back then you could go to the academy or something like that. So, you know how they have those like workshops in high school, and then you have an interest, and then you go down to the station and you fill something out. There was something that I had to fill out in order to become an auxiliary officer, and I gave a very logical answer, which I thought at the time, because they gave a different thing for different students, asked them a series of questions, and my question was answered a little bit different than some of the other people, and, you know it didn't work out.
You know what that answer reminds me of? It reminds me of what Will Smith's character would have answered in Men in Black.
They also tested my my vision, and I'm not 20/40 corrected, so I'm like 20/50. So even if theoretically I passed,
they ask you, describe the person.
No, no, even
they were fuzzy.
Even theoretically, if I passed, I would probably end up like at dispatch or something like that. Is what they told me to. So,
wow.
I would never have been a patrolman because my eyes are too bad.
Well, you know what? What?
It's fine.
I just have to say you dodged a huge bullet, though, because you
I don't
guys...
know. I think I would have made a pretty interesting officer.
I think you would have, too, but I'm not talking about that bullet. You guys know that, like, the girl that really, really liked Luke growing up, like, wanted to, like, marry him and stuff. She ended up as, okay, one of these girls that was always hanging out with Luke and, like, really liked him. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
She ended up as a prison guard, and she likes it.
Yeah.
That's the girl that wanted to marry Luke.
I don't know if she wanted to marry me. She wanted to date me at one point, because she liked the idea that I wanted to be a cop, because she wanted to be a cop, too.
That was her reason?
I don't know.
Wow. That's a stupid reason to do.
Blind cop coming to theaters near you. Your grandma's not safe. What the... Why would the... Oh, because I would mistake the grandmother for a perp? Incoming brick!
Yeah, but you don't know. If the grandma's doing the wrong thing, then she is the perp.
No, Joshua, the reason...
You're an equal opportunity crime fighter.
Okay, Joshua, the reason why I said I would throw a brick, they said, you are in an alleyway, there is an armed assailant, what do you do? I wrote, I would
have done something too, though.
I just wrote what I thought would be, I don't know. I mean, to me, it made sense.
Can I just say that if I just came back from robbing a bank and I felt a little bit bad about it, and I was holding some kind of weapon, and you were coming at me in the alleyway, and it was dark, and I was thinking about my actions, like maybe I should have broken the law, done a federal offense, threatening people's lives, etc., and I'm starting to think badly about my life, and then you come at me with your uniform, and I'm freaked out of my mind. I'm thinking, oh man, this is the end. And then you throw this brick at me, and I'm like, wow, this police officer has mercy.
All right.
Instead of taking me down, my knee
hurts.
No,
your knee would not hurt. If the brick connected with your knee, and I actually tried out for baseball, I can throw it about 95 miles an hour.
Dude, you should have said that on your essay. You should have said that. They didn't believe that you would have actually thrown the brick. You got a super chat.
So, you know,
Super chat.
I don't know how fast the brick would be thrown because the brick weighs more than a baseball, but if it made contact with the knee, you know, it would be enough for the assailant, because he said the assailant was armed. He never said the assailant had a gun. He could have had a knife. He could have had, like, a club. I don't know. It just said I'd toss a brick at the person's knee and then go in with the nightstick, call for backup, and then survey the area and see if there's any more. You know, and also check to see if there were any civilians down, and if I needed to radio for an ambulance.
Thank you for being a member, Troy.
That's all that happened.
New member. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Troy. Troy Milligan, new member. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Throwing a brick would not be merciful. Yeah, see?
It would be to me.
No.
Because I would be thinking I would be taken down permanently. But then the brick hitting my knee and the pain, I'm thinking, no way. No problem. I'm just going to go to the big house for like 1 year.
It was
think
just
about my actions.
It was just hypothetical,
15
and
years.
the officer was, I mean, he just kind of was like, "You're serious about this?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, you said I'm in an alleyway. There's probably loose bricks in the alley."
Probably.
I tried to go in more detail with him. I was like, "What's my visibility like?" And he's like, "What?" He says, "It's just hypothetical." I said, "Well, I need to know. Is this at night? Is it during the day? What do I have to work with?"
Well,
and he was like,
"What did they think you were supposed to do? Call for backup while the guy shoots you?"
The correct answer was you radio for backup.
But the guy's gonna shoot you.
They don't. I don't know. They never said he had a gun. They just said he's armed.
Armed with what? A toothbrush? What is he armed with? A brick? What is he armed with?
It doesn't say.
A cat? What is he armed? What is he armed with? I feel like anyway, so I'm pretty sure that Luke and I literally stopped a robbery.
It's possible.
By driving around. We should like send that picture to the police.
I was actually hoping like no, I wasn't hoping anything bad was gonna happen.
You were
but
hoping we could be the hero. Like if they did something, we'd be like, yeah, we're gonna call. We're gonna like if we saw something go down, we would drive to the parking lot across the street.
That's not what I would do.
Radio
though.
for
No, we can do it.
SWAT team.
We can do it right from the car. No, what? If something happened and I prevented this, when I was interviewed, I was gonna wear a KwingsLetsPlays t-shirt.
Oh my god.
That's what I was thinking.
You were thinking if you stopped a robbery, you were gonna get your KwingsLetsPlays t-shirt out?
Do some free publicity, yeah.
It was nothing. Can you tell us more about the everything that went down, sir? It was nothing. I mean, we were just driving around, me and my wife. We run a business called KwingsLetsPlays. We have videos that go up at 7, 3, and 6 p.m. every day in live streams. I'm sorry, I don't really understand what that has to do with the crime.
Well, we were on a business lunch, see, and then I noticed the suspicious behavior.
We were discussing what videos we were going to do next. Right now, we're covering Dragon Ball Fighters. And we're also covering, we're also doing a lot of awesome FORTNITE streams with viewers. Make sure to check out youtube.com/KwingsLetsPlays. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really understanding the description of the assailant.
Oh, well,
I
I shadowed him. I took his license plate, you know, gave the information to the police, and then I went back to work on more KwingsLetsPlays videos.
See you later, Cassie. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.
No, I didn't have any bricks to throw at the car. I was in, oh my gosh. We were in my Jeep. I wasn't gonna do anything to anybody. It was a hypothetical question. I was right out of high school, starting college, and it was just, they make you do all kinds of weird stuff, you know, because they want to make sure that you are able to handle the situation. I guess.
Is this the last stream of the night?
No.
No, there will be another stream.
There'll be another stream tonight.
When? On what channel?
This channel.
Okay.
Don't do that.
What kind of stream?
I haven't decided yet.
He hasn't decided yet.
Is it not matching up?
Is it not matching up?
Are you gonna repeat everything I say?
So yeah, I'm pretty sure we stopped something from happening, but then I told Luke, I was like, he's probably just gonna commit a crime tomorrow or something.
Doesn't matter. I mean, he didn't commit a crime that day.
Yeah.
That
was fun.
I would have thrown the nightstick at his sternum. Well, I mean, okay, I wasn't asked why I didn't try to throw the nightstick, because I don't think the nightstick... Well, I mean, they do teach you how to throw it at people, but I think that the weight of a brick in the alleyway, it doesn't say how far apart I am.
I think a brick would be more painful than a nightstick.
It would... My reasoning would be it would make the assailant topple, and then I could move in, take them out, and then radio for help. And then I would check the area and make sure there's not a hostage situation, or they didn't tell me what he's even doing. The guy could just be playing with a knife or checking out a gun. They don't tell you. They're like, you're in an alleyway. Just my question was, what do you do? There's a suspect with a weapon in an alley. What do you do? I said honestly what I would do.
Charles Dredd in the chat says Kwing was minding his surroundings. That's right. You learn to mind your surroundings. You should have told the guy, the guy giving you the test, you never learned to mind your surroundings.
Remember, that was before Batman Begins. So
oh.
That was 2002, sweetheart.
I kid you not. I would rather have a nice person like you than, no offense, like, I know there are many, like, police officers that are really, really nice. But, like, some of the people at my school...
Code brick.
Some of the young people at my school that are studying to be police officers, like, one of them went severe road rage on me. Like, I was at a turn signal going into my school, and they just started, like, beeping at me like crazy, and there were cars coming. I couldn't go. And I thought they were, like, trying to run me off the road. It was really freaky.
Gosh. These streams are so weird.
How about a cinder block?
How would I do that?
I feel like you should have said that. What are the Jackie Chan movies where he's a police officer?
What?
Jackie Chan police story?
Jackie Chan, I did watch a lot of Super Cop when I was a kid. Like, Jackie Chan would not, he was armed, but he would use his surroundings.
That's who you were being!
Yeah.
Jackie Chan Super Cop.
Yeah, apparently that's not something they wanted officers in 2002 to do to an assailant.
But he's also in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Which was completely different than...
Yeah.
It's probably different rules in different countries.
It probably. I don't know. I mean, it was just a hypothetical answer. I would probably do another weird answer. I mean, they probably would say no, because they would look at my mental background and be like, no. You have mental illness. We can't have you on the streets.
You know, this question reminds me of the time that I took, ecology class, and my teacher asked me about whose life is more important than animals or human beings. And I was like, well, she was talking about endangered animals. I was like, well,
You've been bricked.
I was like, I do think that you're supposed to save endangered species. I was like, but if there's a tiger assaulting a human being and the tiger's endangered, I was like, I would always save the human's life because humans are more important. And my teacher was like, she like wrote red all over my paper, and then she was like, and then she actually started writing stuff like, how dare you think that humans are more important than animals? And then she was like, we're all brothers and sisters in the circle of life, like writing it all over my paper. And then she gave me like a really bad grade, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure that I would save a human's life every single time. I should have brought a
batarang. I didn't actually pick up a brick. It's not like I think people are picturing that I'm here inside of like the police academy, and there's this poor like other student who's playing the criminal, and they put us in a situation where we're supposed to draw our firearm and say, put the weapon down, I'm warning you, and radio for backup. I was not in a simulation where I harmed another student. It was a written answer, and a written answer that did not let me continue the course. Or go in for the course, or whatever.
Pixel says, you have been bricked. Yeah, David in the chat says, first I would check to see if they had a weapon, if the perp had a weapon. If it was a knife that he had, I would use pepper spray and then a taser.
I would not
subdue him.
I would not recommend getting in close to somebody that has a knife drawn using pepper spray. You will get stabbed.
But then he said if it was a firearm, I would take cover and then radio for backup and then draw my weapon ...
A taser's rate of fire is, you also need to be close. So, I mean, if the weapon is drawn, you have to be very, very careful. Like, if the knife is already, because he could cut you. So, you know, my reasoning was thinking, all right, I've got distance between, they didn't say how far away I am. I just came up with the scenario myself, wrote it down. I thought I did a good job, too. You know, I was like 20, I was like 19 or 20 years old.
Chad wants to see you make a tweet about this question and see the response of what people would do if they.
My Batman suit. I didn't have a Batman suit until I was 25. I bought it like once I'd been on YouTube for a very long time.
No, Willie Jackson. Hey, Willie, how's it going?
Hey, Willie.
Says, how is everyone feeling today? Hey, Luke and Amber. Awesome. How are you feeling today, Willie and the family? Knight in the chat says the new code at the hospital is code brick. When that's around, they know K-Cop is around.
K-Wing is bail. Tactically subdue with a brick.
Vic is saying, who is not ready, guys?
There's also the time frame when the backup would arrive. Exactly. It actually takes, if you radio in for backup, in order for police to respond, it takes anywhere between 5 to 6 minutes. That means you are alone. And this was back in the 2000s, too. I don't know what the response time is. But the response time in 2002 for a police officer to arrive on the scene of another officer's, like, radio for help is anywhere between 6 to 7 minutes. So for 7 minutes, you are alone against an armed assailant. What do you do?
Yeah.
I would take the assailant out using non-lethal force.
For me, I don't really know
Ask
anything.
questions later.
I don't really know anything about any of this, but I'm just saying if somebody forced me to be a officer of the law and I was stuck with this job and I was scared out of my mind and someone's meeting me in a dark alleyway and I'm calling for backup, how would I going to know when backup is going to get there? They might not even hear me. They might not even come. Maybe, they might get stopped on the road. They might get a flat tire. I don't know if they're ever coming. Like, I would just try to take care of myself. You have to do something.
K-Wing walking down the street, sees a person getting mugged, piles a brick off the side of the building. Time for action. It would have to be a loose brick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Charles Dredd says 5 minutes alone with your assailant is a long time. Yeah,
I don't think people realize how dangerous it is actually to be an officer. Like, it's extremely dangerous. They go through a lot of stuff, and I do come from a family of law enforcement, although most of them are retired now and things like that. But I still have friends that are cops, so.
John Doe says he would try to find a way to disarm the criminal, knock him out using hand-to-hand combat.
Again, I don't recommend getting close. Like, you can be... What I've learned from how people are overseas in dealing with people, they hardly ever use their firearm. They actually use the environment around them. So,
Maybe that's smarter.
It's less paperwork. Hey guys, can you
It's dangerous. I wouldn't want to accidentally make. Not to be dark or anything, but I'd much rather have someone injured by a brick than have them, not alive.
It depends where they get hit with the brick.
I'm hoping the knee isn't gonna do that.
I would be aiming for the lower region, like stomach or legs, something like that. Because if you took out the legs, then you can move in. As long as you can get them to stagger with the blow.
Say you got a call and you were on the job and you're wearing your awesome uniform and you have your, stuff, and you get a call and you meet me, you find out that I just, committed a crime, and like I'm on the run with all these bags of money and stuff, and I'm in this car and my car has tinted windows and all this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing.
I have no idea what you're
doing.
And
you meet me in a dark alleyway and I'm running for the law. Like, how would you take me out? Like, where would you throw the brick to take me out? My knees?
I'm not gonna carry a brick with me. Where are we?
We're in the alleyway. It's like
Why
creepy.
the alleyway again? No.
Okay, we're in
fine.
the road. We're on the street.
You're running away from me, and I'm a good like 3 or 4 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would probably.
What if I look scary? What if I'm like, you better not mess with me. I'm really on edge. Ugh.
Well, first, in order to catch up to you, I'm gonna have to like take out your legs. So I saw in a movie that Jackie actually took a trash can lid and threw it at the back of somebody's knees when they were running away, which caused them to trip. Jackie caught up to them, and then while they were on the ground, within a millisecond, punched to the back of the head, and you're out cold.
Now, would that hurt me, or?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What do you mean out cold? Do I have a chance of waking back up?
Well, the impact of my fist to the back of your head, you would briefly hit the sidewalk with your forehead, and then you'd just be out cold.
I would look really scary, Garrett. I'm talking, would you be able to do that with how intimidating I can be, though? I mean, look at this. I would be so intimidating.
I don't think I'd be able to see your face if it's covered, so I don't know if you're making angry faces.
Why would my face be covered? I'm not ashamed.
Kwing wouldn't know. I bring a brick everywhere. Don't worry, Officer Brick is on the case. Oh. My gosh. It sounded like a cool answer. I didn't see what I did wrong. I was thinking, wow, they're gonna think I'm pretty impressive for just like making use of my environment, but they're like, that would be bad.
Thank you, Gloria. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.
Guys, what's going on? Can you ready up? This is getting weird.
Now I'm imagining you as a police officer with this belt, and then one part of your belt is this brick.
Watch it, he's armed.
Like, sir, and like, yeah.
Oh, the lobby broke. Okay, the lobby broke because somebody lobbed a brick at it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't let go of topics, but yeah, I am surprised Luke didn't change the subject.
Nah.
You would also have your attack cat.
I don't know what the life expectancy for an officer is. My grandfather retired at the age of 56 or 57, 1983. So he retired the year I was born. January 1983. So a month before I was born is when my grandfather retired from the force. And he was an officer from like 1952 until 83.
Shadow's like, I would just use my claws.
I'm new to the channel. I'm loving it. Keep up the good work. No, Hunter. We don't normally have these conversations.
Thank you. More of this then? Awesome.
I mean, that's probably what I got fired from that security job, though, is because of...
What?
I don't even remember what I did, but I used to get in trouble with that security office I worked with. Like,
man, I remember, like, you used to take your job so seriously when you were at the security office.
Yeah.
You told me that, like, you were just supposed to sit there and watch people, but you would, like, get up and start roaming around the parking lot. Like, checking windows of cars that are just parked there.
Yeah, I patrolled. I wasn't supposed to patrol. I was just supposed to watch the monitors. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I didn't keep that security job very long, though. I was a liability. Oh my gosh.
See, that's what I find cute about you.
Yeah.
I like my little vigilante.
I love watching you guys. Well, thank you. So let's try to get one more match in, and then we're going to start the other stream tonight, which is going to be 1986, I believe. Is what the other stream is tonight. Unless I have other games I have to do. Oh, that's crazy.
Aw, thanks, Devo. Campbell. Thanks.
Batman has bricks. Batman has Batarang.
Yeah,
Kwing has bricks. Why not be security for the haunted pizza place? No.
Oh my gosh, no.
No, I got reprimanded too much because I left my station. And like he said, if you want to be a cop, go be a cop. He says this is not that. He says if you see something, you call in and you hide. You do not engage.
How is that being a security guard?
I was saying, but you know, I mean, if he's not armed, I mean, I'm gonna engage. And the guy's like, no. He says, your job is to watch the building. He says, this isn't gonna work out. So you're fired. I was like, I didn't really technically do anything wrong. He's like, no, you didn't do anything wrong, but you could. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So you got too into your job.
Yeah, I did.
You became mall cop.
I guess, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Everyone deserves a birthday card on their birthday.
Yep, and then I wasn't, because I was planning on that security job to pay for, like, getting married to you. And I lost that job, like, right when we got engaged. That was upsetting, because actually,
being too awesome.
The security guard paid pretty well. That was surprising for back then. It was like $15 an hour.
I feel like there's another Earth where you and I are, like, instead of married...
If we're still in that lame town, I would, like, jump off a bridge.
No, I'm talking about another Earth where I'm a criminal mastermind and you're, like, an awesome, like, Jackie Chan police story cop. And you're always chasing me, and I'm Carmen Sandiego. And you're throwing bricks at me. And I'll be like, I'll see you next time. Brick man.
Oh my gosh. I made something for you on Twitter. Oh, I have to see this. Kwing, my girlfriend broke up with me. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I feel bad for you. Amber would have passed the test. Wouldn't have passed the test because she'd say she'd throw a spear. Amber developed the spear thing, like, as we were married.
Yeah, I did.
Is the servers down?
Oh, thanks for making something for us on Twitter. We'll have to check it soon. Maybe we can... I guess I can check it now.
On another Earth, Luke is a crazy
you.
vigilante that's probably been in and out of prison for throwing bricks at civilians.
Thank you, John Doe. I appreciate that. He said that's an interesting alternator. I've always wanted to be... Maybe I shouldn't say this online or anything. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud.
Ready up, guys!
But I've always imagined myself in another version of myself as, like, a criminal mastermind.
Oh my gosh.
I always have. Sometimes when Luke and I are driving along on the road, I think, how awesome would it be and freeing if you just literally made a lot of money, let's say, by not the normal legal channels of making it, and then you just had all this money, and then you wouldn't have to do anything bad after that, because you would have the money, like, so you wouldn't really need, you could just change then. You could be like, oh wait, no, I'm good now. After I have all my houses and private islands, and I have a volcano that I built a mansion over and stuff, and like, I don't know, I just like think it would be really cool, like, to just be like, haha, I did all this cool stuff. Oh, now I'm gonna, now I'm gonna do the right thing. But then you could be good. You could be like so nice after that. You just like be bad for a little bit. Don't know.
I mean, you guys are thinking small. If there wasn't a brick in the alleyway, there's probably a trash can. You know, there are things that you can do. I mean, you just have to get creative. If you connected, like, trash cans back then were probably plastic, probably about the size of up to Amber's waist. I can pick that up and throw that at least across the room and be enough to at least cause the guy to stumble over, and then just repeat the steps I mentioned.
Yeah, I think, D'Angelo, I would be like Catwoman in another world. I think so. I would kind of like want Luke to chase me across the globe as Carmen Sandiego.
I probably would use a one-liner like time to take out the trash, or usually trash day is Monday, but for you I'm making an exception. And then I get fired from the force.
If I was a criminal mastermind like in another Earth, would you please like try to follow me anywhere? I would use like a nemesis.
You need a nemesis? Oh my gosh. Okay. No bricks around. Kwing improvises. Throw trash. Throw stray cat. That's horrible. Kwing, what are you playing next stream? What am I playing next stream? I'm gonna be playing this game tonight. Or Devil May Cry, I don't know. It's between these two. If we can't get into a match, I'm gonna have to say la vie. There's a new superhero, Christmas Man. Christmas Man? That's interesting. No bricks around, Kwing improvises. Well, that's improvising is a good thing. That's true. You can always throw trash bags or trash cans at the criminal as well as bricks.
But if I really was a criminal mastermind, I think my crime of choice would be to create forgeries of well-known art masterpieces.
Do you know how long that would take? You'd be like an old lady by the time that happened.
You just kidnap some people and make them do it for you.
That still would take a long time.
Oh, some really smart people.
Can we get a dragon streaming? Dragon streaming of what? Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z streams tomorrow.
You just get the art paintings when nobody's there, like from the Louvre, Mission Impossible style, and then you know, take them home to your
hey guys,
private island,
ready up! And
then you make a copy of it, and then put it back by midnight that same evening, and no one would know it was gone.
A trash bag doesn't have enough resistance for you to jump off a roof. Not speaking from experience, but you would need like a very, very thick blanket just to slow down your descent.
I just feel like dealing in international art would make me more like a classy criminal. That's
make
why.
you a classy criminal.
Yeah, I mean, I have to have class.
When will we finish Dragon Quest streams? When Amber has availability, because she gets tired. And she does a lot of stuff. Could someone tell me what 1986 is? It's a very short game that's about an hour long. That's about this boy who is coming of age. He dresses like Michael J. Fox and he has a high voice because he's voiced by a girl.
It's a boy. It is a boy, but he's voiced by a girl.
That was not uncommon in the 80s, like for, you know, young teenagers.
For men to have extremely high voices?
Sometimes men. I had a high voice until I was like.
No, I'm just kidding.
17.
I know, but I'm saying like, why? It definitely sounds like a girl's voice.
Flash, ready up!
And it is a girl that's voicing it.
How do I throw this? What would Amber's supervillain name be? I don't know. Will you guys finish the Dragon Quest? We'd like to. And what would your superhero name be?
My supervillain name would be...
You have a vision disability too? Up top. That means high five.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna try kicking some people.
What would a good name be for me?
Oh, wait, no. What? See, I can never get rid of people. Ah! Stop it!
I'd have to think about that.
No, I don't want to whisper to him. I want to kick him. I want to kick him! I can't kick people.
I think it would have to be something classy, like Lady Vengeance, but a bad version of that.
Oh, this is annoying.
Like Madame Masterpiece or something. I would want something cool like that was like international vibe, like Carmen Sandiego or something.
What is my favorite DC game? Arkham City. Brickarang. I will pray for you, Kwing. Why do I need prayer? I'm not lobbing bricks at people. Lady Valet. Like a valet.
Like I steal people's cars. I say I'm gonna.
Dang it!
I could park people's cars, but then never bring them back.
Okay, this is annoying. I just want to kick the person.
Be straight with me here, Luke. If
Yes.
I was a supervillain or a mastermind...
Dang it!
If I was a supervillain or just a mastermind art thief or criminal, would you still consider, like, marrying me? Or would you...
Do I know that you're a criminal, or...
Yeah, basically you do. Okay, fine. You don't have to know.
Okay.
Alright. As long as you don't know, you would. Say you were in law enforcement and I was a criminal. Would you marry me?
Oh my gosh. That'd be hard.
But what if you didn't know?
If I didn't know, I'd be fine with it. And then afterward, I would make you stop being a criminal.
How would you make me, though? I would, like, still do it.
I'd probably arrest you.
So we'd be the ultimate Batman and Catwoman, then.
Yeah, it wouldn't last that long. If you're like a renowned jewel thief or something like that, I would probably get promoted pretty quick.
Lady Velvet! Thank you, Chad. That would be awesome. I like that. Lady Velvet. That would be a great name. Culinary Crazy. Lady Spear.
We're not going to get into another match, are we? Oh,
Andre says, yeah, I appreciate you praying for us, Andre. That...
Do you like Fortnite better or Fortnite 2?
Yeah, Chet says, honey, I gotta go rob something. Be back at 4 a.m. Yeah.
Dinner's in the fridge.
Yeah, come on, guys. Time to get ready.
The guy who's sitting out needs to go. Okay, I don't want to remove his friend. I just want to kick you.
Shadowware says, what would be your superpower, then?
What, how would she have a superpower? She's just a jewel thief.
Madame Artiste. No, I think they meant your superpower.
Okay, well, if you could channel the powers of any elements as a villain, which one would it be?
As a villain,
ready up, guys.
Let's see. Would you want to be a hero or a villain from Pixel? I mean, I don't have, like, when I'm just, like, thinking to myself and I'm having a great day and I'm imagining a really awesome life. I don't really imagine a legal awesome life. No, like...
Wait. If her name is Culinary Crazy, her superpower is sandwich making.
But, yeah, my, I don't know. I think a supervillain would be fun, but...
But I am ready.
What do you mean, you're ready? Yeah, you are ready. We're waiting on somebody. What would my superpower be as a villain? Well, I feel like one of the best superpowers for villains is ice power, but I'm trying to think of my superpower as villain.
Wait, did you just say I'd have ice powers?
Huh? No, I was saying one of the best superpowers for villains is ice powers, but I'm trying to think of what I would have.
I don't know. Well, you're like a walking, like a...
They were asking you what kind of powers you would like as a superhero, but...
Probably ice powers.
Oh.
That way I could get creative and throw ice bricks.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would really want to be like... What?
Nothing. This brick thing is just going too far. Kwing, do you ship Nightwing and Batgirl or Nightwing and Starfire? Babs. He's always ready to throw bricks.
Well, I think that if I think I would rather want to be a criminal without superpowers. I feel like if I have superpowers, I feel like it kind of is cheating a little bit. I would want to, like, be like Lex Luthor and, like, use my evil kind of, like, maniacal, you know, manipulative intellect to, like, get ahead in life.
Are we not gonna get to another match tonight? That's lame. Oh, we'll wait another 5 minutes and then call it a night.
I would want to be like Professor Moriarty. I would want to be like a name like that people are like, oh my gosh, they foiled again. Like Madame Velvet leaves with the crown jewels and no one knows where she is and no one can find her hideout even though it's a private island with a volcano. I don't know. It just, I don't know. It would be cool if I somehow was able to do all that just being a regular human. If I had to have powers, though, I would definitely... I think that my powers would be mind control powers. Definitely. Yeah. Mind control would be awesome.
What time is the next stream? 10:30, so I'm going to have to go because there's no more matches.
Yes, this is my supervillain reference stream. That's right, Chad.
And that's the supervillain reference stream.
Yes, and I would have the power of, maniacal laughing.
Alright, so anyway, guys, unfortunately, that's going to do it for the Fortnite stream because there's just no more connecting to matches right now. Thanks so much for helping me unlock the final Harley Quinn skin, which is based on the Birds of Prey, which now the Harley Quinn movie is just called Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, which they probably should have just went with that name before because it had a really long name that was really stupid. Harley Quinn Birds of Prey sounds better. But thanks so much for watching. At 10:30, there will be a stream on 1986. And just going to be hanging out. And the game is only about an hour and a half long. And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm just going to make a quick thumb. Going to shut this stream down and start up the other one probably before 10:30. But I'm going to get it set up.
Sorry for distracting you.
No, this stream...
I'm
My
sorry.
streams always end up really weird. Thanks for cheering us up about the losing of so many videos today. That's going to come back and bite us in like a year. I mean, for now, it's not really going to impact us too much, but I don't know. I appreciate the support, guys, and I will see you at 10:30, which is shortly, with the 1986, or 1980.
1980X.
Yeah, 1980X. I don't know why I thought it was 86. It's an X. But
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
well, most of the games that are showcased in it came out in the late 80s anyway. It wasn't a really early 80s games. They didn't have things like Final Fight and R-Type and until late 80s. So that's where I got 86 from. Also, the X makes me think 6, but you guys have a good one. Thanks so much for hanging out. And Bear, thank you so much for helping us win the duos, so we got the Harley Quinn skin. That's awesome.
Thanks to our new member and all our members in the chat.
Yes, and thank you so much to our newest member, which is Troy. Yeah.
And all our members that are in the chat.
Yep, all the members that are in the chat. So I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes with the next stream. All right, later, people.
See ya.
Thanks for watching The Adventures of Brickman.